moments ago. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Prescott on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Prescott. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the script. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I got him. 57. Mike 57. All right, T, let's go.
Back to throw. Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, defense.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn... it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2. I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
47. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You don't see me in your...
To throw is Prescott. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike, hey, kill. 47. You go 46. 26.
They'll try and run forward on it. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This is fielded at the goal line. Still going. Now he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Everyone got 4 down. 8. Watch twins. Hey, watch it. Safe.
Now Newton on first down. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Randy Gregory showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
57 Mike 57. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Slam. Check nickel. Great. 6.
Newton got some real estate inside the 30. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's just me and you. Check.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D. Mike 57. What is it? Watch the ball. 57 is the mic. 57 is the mic. Let's make these.
Here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Randy Gregory able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Hey! 57's Mike. Time to go, night.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Randy Gregory bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. We know that Gano has that big leg. He had the longest made field goal in the NFL last year, 63 yards to beat the Giants in Week 4. That was the longest game winner in NFL history, and he converts from long here again. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, 47. Mike, check. 59. Defense wins championships, baby. Echo.
Prescott now. And that is incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there's an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Mike. Kill. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. We got four.
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Ready? Great.
They fake the give. Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge in your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's second down play. Nets a -4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Gun. Mike's 57 is Mike. Get your swerve on.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Here we go. 52's the mic. Here we go, D. Under 10. Under 10.
A first down carry by Elliott. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on out here. Come get some. Hey! Come on here. Come get some. Check it in. Check 15. Check 15.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, watch 13. Watch 13. Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we got
the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. This to Jarwin. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. Complete. It's Johnson. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To the air again, Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Hey, we're going to 53. 59's mark, 59's mark. Check, 59. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Prescott to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Trash. That's trash. Hey, check Mike. Hey. Watch it, 55. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Check.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Throwing, Prescott. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55. On the ball. 55 is Mike, guys, 55. Stay with your man. Great.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Stop your 20. Check.
Newton to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Jalen Smith in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long.
Gun.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Randy Gregory. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to find Gallup here complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. To throw is Prescott. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
4th down, even, 20. He's checking. Crash. Hey.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's got room. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One last throw here for Newton. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them.
So for the Cowboys, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week.
What up,
Meanwhile,
man?
for Carolina.
I ain't do nothing, man.
On the Chiefs.
Man, I was watching the stream, man. You over there cheating, man.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.
Oh,
We'll
man, we
catch
just
you
had a
next time
game
right here.
plan,
It's the
man.
NFL
Ain't
on
no
EA
damn game
Sports.
playing, man.
Take McCaffrey out early.
Is McCaffrey hurt?
No, we just got on his ass.
Said to join and send me Ronald Jones, man. I need me another running back, man. My running back hurt. What up, Raw?
What's up, Raw, man?
Shit, chillin', man.
Raw, I'm trying to see if I can run the game, man. Then we can run it.
Yeah, right now I'm in a mission.
Fuck that mission.
Shit, man, I've been trying to knock out this mission. This shit hard as hell.
You still trying to do that wolf base?
No, I already cleaned that one. I'm on to another one.
What'd you get from it?
Shit, a couple of guns and attachments.
Trash.
This shit here. There's so much of shit to do on this.
This nigga gonna send the this nigga gonna DJ got hold.
What?
Nigga said that. Nigga smoking a cigar. Man, I keep getting connections to your prayer has been lost up. Like I keep getting it, man. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's just one of those weird situations, man.
Damn, that nigga got a +1 and everything. I need to start playing, bro. Luke Gifford had a pick 6.
Who?
His name is Luke, Pooh.
His
I know,
name is
right?
Luke. That nigga said Luke Gifford. That nigga sent your blitz nickel dog 3 buzz.
And the only reason it's funny is because literally the whole first half I had ran that 4-4 nonsense.
Yeah, your other half is up, man. Now y'all about to...
You said what, DJ?
The whole first half I had ran that 4-4. Whenever I play that shit, I'm not playing for real.
Oh,
That's
man.
why it's funny, because ain't nobody caught on to that shit.
I caught on to that shit.
I don't play no damn 4-4. That shit terrible. Luke Gifford was my 4th linebacker, and he had a pick 6.
And he had a pick 6. I was
Hell yeah, he did.
And he had a pick 6. I heard, how the hell they can't catch his big ass?
I don't even know who that is.
Man, the game rigged, dog.
And I know he was hurt about them strips. Oh, them was some big ass. That was a big ass strip.
Those some big ass strips, man. I was like, hold on. How the hell they stripping them and shit like that?
Dog, was you using stripping them?
Of course, what? You know I'm taking that gamble every time.
This nigga's a hoe, man. I swear.
Hell yeah, that was using.
Nah, he's the only nigga I know. That nigga don't even know what that button is. That nigga knows exactly what it is.
You just be hitting that shit.
I'm on it for sure.
Niggas don't even know what user strip button is. This nigga knows
Bro, I
exactly
don't
what it is.
even know what the use strip button is.
That nigga know that's the first button that nigga.
Got to, man. You got a good angle. That hoe coming out.
If you ask me, I consider that cheating.
I consider that cheating. Why, man?
So DJ, do you have a custom defensive playbook? What playbook you play with?
The Giants.
The Giants.
I stole that help from you. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
That mug got everything in it, dog.
I was running multiple because I was running that 5-2. Cause that mug clutch, you know, when people be trying to do that zone running shit, but
yeah.
Ever since you said it, I tried it out. I've been using it, like, and that's the one thing that I never change. I always use that playbook.
Well, look like I'm gonna give the Giants playbook a peek.
No, that mug nice. It got everything in it.
Yeah, I keep getting these connections lost, man. I don't know what it is, man. I keep deleting my profile, man. I'm not deleting this game again. If I delete the game, that's gonna be 3 hours.
It was a 3-hour download?
Yep, the download was like 3 hours. The whole 50 gig game.
Shit. Nigga, I hit the back of that nigga, Pack blew his ass.
Tell nigga Dub stop being mad and join the chat, man.
Yeah, he knew that hoe was over.
What'd you say?
I said he knew that hoe was over. Well, ain't no point in being mad about that.
Man, you know, Dub hate losing to you, bruh.
I don't know why.
What's up? Stop.
Ah, shit.
Who is this?
What's up, baby?
Who is it? Who is it?
You don't know what it is?
Oh, I ain't know John Fay was trying to get the rock. I blew it. Damn.
Yes. Hardman, he needed 2 touchdowns or 100 yards. 100 yards to get superstar trait in my ass. That nigga got 1 touchdown. I said, God damn it.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I will straight up and down lose a damn game trying to get somebody they superstar.
I was like, man, but dog, nigga, I was down before I even looked. Man, before I looked up, nigga, it was 17-0. I said, God damn,
for real?
You know, against the sorry ass Falcons.
Yeah.
I'm telling my friend. Daddy.
Yeah.
What offensive playbook you using, DJ? Or you made one?
Usually New England. I just ran with the Saints playbook against Doug right now, though.
This motherfucker following me.
Yeah, I use New England, though. Man, Randy Gregory so cold on this old bro.
Man, that nigga was blowing through that whole nigga line.
Did you see that?
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck?
He had 4 sacks, bro. He be ball.
I was like, Randy Gregory ain't never been that cold.
Hell no. Even when he high.
Even when he high. 4 sacks, and he had 7 tackles, bro. I think he was balling. He was everywhere. And that last run had messed up because we were supposed to only allow 50 yards and no touchdowns to McCaffrey, and that last sorry ass run blew it. Damn.
God damn it. I just took a half of the damn count. This big ass drone. You ready to get this game a try, bro?
I'm trying to play online right now. See if I can get one online the game to run, then we can run it.
Y'all been trying to play that game 5 years, bro.
That yesterday?
We should have played this shit last night. Okay.
Yeah.
And they say 0-2 at the top of the list of niggas that you cannot let win.
Bro, if y'all think it's a game, bro, I really have a real list of people like you just can't do it. Because it ain't just gonna be good game and keep it moving.
I'm gonna talk shit forever.
For months, bro.
Alright, boy.
You just can't do it, man.
See, I'm running the game now, dude. Raw. Go ahead and load up, bro.
Alright. I guess I'll die.
I ain't even gonna create no custom playbook. I'm just gonna roll more like that.
That might be the problem, bro.
It is a problem. Every time I create a custom playbook, it breaks.
Yeah, sometimes it must be acting funny. We got a lot better at safety. I'm gonna spend all these XPs on me.
Yeah, do something before this Cowboy game come on.
Bobby Hart so goddamn sorry.
Let's go ahead and see what this does. Hopefully we can get one in.
Daddy, eat my scooter almost mine. Don't eat my scooter on.
Boy,
What he over there talking about?
don't eat my Skittles.
Yeah, that's right.
Man, say my daughter just came in here with a handful of Skittles. Told them hoes up.
Man, don't leave no Skittles around me, bro.
Don't have no Skittles around me.
I'm gonna smack some hoes.
Skittles or some Sour Patch Kids.
Y'all terrible, man.
Gabby. Here. Good, ain't it? Say D Jacks, who gonna win today, dog? Eagles or Cowboys? You got your
Man, I'm really pulling for Philly.
Really?
Man, I want Jason Garrett fired, bro. We lose this game, I feel like you know, that'll really be like, you know, Jerry be like, all right, you know what, fuck it. This ain't working.
Yeah, well,
you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like, this the last straw, bro.
I feel like that 'cause, I think we need a young mindset coach.
Same.
You got a young one. You got a young one in
Nah. Well, talking about Kellen Moore.
Yep.
Yeah,
But something ain't right though. It's like it's not him or something. You know what I'm saying?
from what Romo was saying last week game, he was like this was like a Jason Garrett offense.
Right. It's like they went away from what Kellen Moore was trying to do.
Yeah. So if that's the case, then yeah, Jason Garrett got to go.
They gotta go, bro.
Because only Romo would know.
Yeah. Fact.
He would know that shit. So yeah, I'm with you on that, man. Jason Garrett got to go. I was pulling for him at first, but now I'm like, all right, man, I need some emotion from you. I don't need you to just stand on the sideline with your arm crossed. You need to have a play card in your hand.
Yeah, and
talking to somebody. Even if you ain't talking to somebody, you need to be faking that shit.
See, and that's my thing. It's like, especially as a team, right? Because you got so many coaches. You got offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, and then it's broken down into skill positions, right?
Yeah.
So the team just take on the identity of the head coach. You don't get no plays from him. He don't help you out. Like, he really just, you know, is like your anchor. And I feel like, what does he bring to the table? You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like,
sir.
he just standing there.
Yeah, he just standing
He
there.
just out there.
My thing is, as a head coach, you're gonna remember what type of scheme your opponent is running,
Fact.
and you're gonna remember that shit. You're gonna, at least if you can't remember, you're gonna write it down somewhere
Or something.
And then if they try to rerun that play, all right, let's try to stop it this time.
Yeah.
But he ain't doing nothing. Like he ain't
None
in
of
the
that.
game.
None of that. He literally is just on the sideline to watch it. He just a Cowboys fan, like a.
Yes. Yeah.
He don't never. I don't never see him curse. Like,
No,
I'll be out there
man.
cussing with my little league boys, man. I'm out there high.
I'll be out there hard as them little niggas.
Man.
They're like, man, them niggas 7 or 8. I'm like, man, them niggas know what they doing, man.
Yeah,
Shut
they
up.
know exactly what I'm talking
They know what
about.
they doing, man.
Yeah.
These niggas know more football than you, man.
Yeah, and he don't have no emotion, bro. He just out there
No,
looking
the
stupid.
only emotion I saw when he was getting upset at that ref and he threw the challenging flag. That's the only time
Yeah.
I see him get pissed off. I'm like, damn, that's what you got to do to get pissed off, Jason?
That's what I'm saying, man.
I bet you if somebody say they doing your wife, you gonna be upset.
And our thing is like, our identity, like, this ain't no old, like, white dude team. Like, we got young ass dogs. Especially, like, on defense, like, we need intensity. That's why I wanted Mike Tomlin so bad. Because that's what our team is, bro. Like, we young, bro, and they, like, scrappy. And you playing this ultra conservative, like, they don't want to play that, bro. Like, yeah, they want a ball hall.
Straight up, man. Like you said, we got some dogs over there.
Dogs, bro.
And he don't know how to use them, man.
He want everybody to be, you know, like, nice company, man. That shit is old, man.
No,
like,
fuck that.
That's not us.
Nah, we some straight thugs. We the hot boys
For
over
real.
there. You wanna hurt somebody?
You think he came up with hot boys? Hell no.
No,
That's exactly my point. He probably was like, hot boys? What are y'all talking about?
Yeah.
Man, god damn it, Raw.
Man, dog, I ain't even used no custom playbook, dog. That shit's mine, dog.
I ain't using no. I definitely ain't using no custom playbook.
Nah, that shit don't play.
Because what the weird thing is because when I go to settings and set my playbook, I set my playbook so it's NO for offense and New York Giants for defense. So when I go into the game invite and go and look at my playbook, it set them both as Indianapolis. You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna run with that. I'm just gonna see what happens, nigga.
You're right.
If I don't change nothing, let's see what happens. Cause I don't know these playbooks at all.
I wonder why it's doing y'all like that, man.
Nothing. My shit is straight. Houston play.
I'm not even gonna look, nigga. I'm not even gonna look. Just ready. I did.
Yeah.
Here.
Yay!
That's your $10. You got $10. Yep, that's what you want.
Man, this fool Sean said, I'm about to watch Power. Little do you know, Power didn't even come on today.
Man, I'm so far behind on Power. I don't even carry Power. So trash.
Yeah, you ain't missing
that shit get good though.
You ain't missing them though. Like you can pretty much guess the storyline.
Like,
yeah, I mean, as it gets closer to the end, I mean it's getting crazier as it gets closer.
Man, I don't want to see that shit. Anytime they're gonna do a spin-off. I don't want to see no damn spin-off. Power should have ended last season.
Nah, dog.
What letter is that?
Not last season.
I'm talking about nah, dog.
Man, this shit crazy.
Watch this shit work this time, bro. No, it didn't.
No.
Man, I don't understand, dog.
Man, that shit crazy.
Man, I meant to tell Trubisky is terrible.
No!
I saw a little bit of that shit and was like, man, what is this, bro?
I didn't do the pussy.
He said, okay.
I delete my profile, bro. Let's try it again.
I don't even think that's gonna work, dog.
I just deleted my profile, bro.
Get down. Alright.
Nigga,
So
Gabby be on your ass, nigga.
Yeah, can't be naked, boy.
You know the funny part is, I don't even know your other little girl name. Gabby be on your
Man,
ass.
dog. Bree be on some, Gabby be on some shit.
It's Gabby and Bree, right?
Yeah.
Gabby be on your ass.
Gabby, what, bro?
Yeah.
He talking about she be on some shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, we was playing last night. I say, nigga, where's your wife? That nigga said downstairs on her phone. Nigga, I was just quiet. I said, and this nigga upstairs having World War III, and she down there scrolling Twitter.
You ain't lying.
Hey, that's the trade-off if you want to play the game.
Yeah, this nigga Raw upstairs. This nigga fighting, and she down there scrolling Pinterest.
That shit had me heated. Bree, I don't know where your candy is at here. I'm trying to offer you some candy here.
That nigga trying to make deals. That nigga making a deal. Hey, Gabby, I'm trying to add you. I'm trying.
God, man.
I didn't say, Gabby, I'm trying. I'm trying, Gabby.
Baby girl, you got enough candy. Go give Bree some candy. Here.
Oh,
Go give Bree
man.
some candy.
This nigga Raw got
Go
me
give Bree
crying.
that. Dog.
I
Here,
did.
go give it to Bree.
Because that's my friend's daughter.
Make sure you give it to her. Girl,
Raw,
I ain't say eat
Raw,
it.
I'm gonna be 100% honest, Raw. I don't even know what playbook I got.
Shit, neither do I. I just hit okay.
Nigga, I just hit ready. We about to send this over. We gonna work.
I just hit okay. Oh shit. See, man. Yo.
Dang, I hate y'all about to take a mutual in the off. That's crazy.
No, like,
But my thing though, Ezel, is what if it's just you trying to like? Have you been able to play like any of your other games?
yeah, like I was just playing online. Like I just played online. That's why I tell Raw to send it. And I played my Shade game.
Yep.
Oh damn.
Same here.
No, no.
That's why
It's just this game right here.
Yeah, I don't know, bro, because
Shit
I
crazy.
definitely played my Shade game, and I was definitely just playing online.
But we might have to just fair sim it.
Hold on. Let's try one more thing, bro. I'm trying to run this up one more time. I did say Gabby, nigga. I think I'm gonna play. That's not a bad word. Nope.
To you it isn't, but to me and Dominic it is.
Oh, well.
Smart girl.
You're right.
That's how it works.
You're right. You're absolutely
Like
right.
you said, the coach to the team.
You're right, baby. Now sit down. And we're talking. All right, Rob. Let's see. I deleted my profile. I redid it. I don't have nothing else I can delete. Like I deleted the whole game.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't have nothing else I can delete though. You wrote Lil who? Come here, Dominic. Come here. Come here. I want y'all to hear what Dominic just said. Say what you just said. Hush. Aubrey. Say what you just said.
My girlfriend is Robbery.
Your girlfriend is Aubrey?
No, Robbery.
Robbery?
Yeah.
Oh, that's your girlfriend name? Violet. No, I don't even know where you got that from. I don't even know a Robbie.
Oh my god. He just over there making shit up.
Why don't you go Santa Cruz?
Huh?
Why don't you go Santa Cruz? She got a Halloween costume on.
But Daddy, but she's a different color than
My
that.
girl's been wearing tutu all day.
I know Aubrey dressed like Uma from Descendants right now.
I just got hemmed up about that whole ass movie, man. Hey, man, if you don't leave me alone, talking about some damn Descendants.
Yeah.
I came in, bro, and changed the. She was downstairs in the living room watching it, so I came in and cut the game on. I'm watching this. I said, oh, wait a minute, excuse me.
Man,
We just watched that. She talking about no, that was Descendants 3. I haven't seen Descendants 2.
That was
I said,
Descendants 3.
excuse me.
Nah, I've been getting hearing about Descendants 3 all week. Like, nigga, she was watching Descendants 3 when she went to her grandma's house. And then so I picked her up early so she didn't get to finish it. Nigga, she was like, Dad, when she got home, Daddy, did you download Descendants 3 so I can watch it? I said, wait a minute. Well, I sent it, man. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Shit, we might have to fair sale it. May the best team win.
Man, I'm gonna lose.
Shit,
I'm
I
gonna
hope
lose.
so.
I'm gonna lose because my team is trash.
I hope so.
That's cool.
Cause you know what? Cause I definitely don't want it to get to a situation where, man, I could have won that game. I probably would have won that game, but hey, you gonna have an asterisk next to your name.
I'm just going, nigga, if you win, I'm definitely adding an asterisk. I'm definitely adding an asterisk to your name.
Bruh, D-Jack, you see that shit?
What, man, Jesus.
Man, DJ, how do you even? This nigga DJ, all right, nigga, I'm just gonna play 5-2 the whole game. Like, nigga, you know, 0-2 is gonna talk shit. You know that.
I know, bro.
If a nigga played 0-2 and 5-2, I'm like, nigga, what are you doing? You finna lose.
You ain't lying. No, he gonna go crazy, boy.
Man,
It's fun though, man. The league need that, man.
I'm gonna send this over.
Yeah, dog. Cause
All hearts and minds clear.
I don't know how you do that.
Like they say at church, all hearts and minds clear.
Yeah.
Well, you cool?
yeah, dog. Let's first sale it, man.
Alright, fuck it. Watch me lose. Oh, I won.
That a bitch.
Oh, wow.
No, me and my poo-poo.
Motherfucker.
What'd you say, bro?
Nigga, my nigga Justin Houston had 10 tackles and 4 sacks.
Boy, that's a damn shame.
Nigga, I was definitely me and DJ up. Nigga, watch me send it to DJ and this shit work.
Wow.
Oh, that's some bullshit. You gonna have an asterisk next to your shit.
Oh man, that's cool. As long as I beat DJ ass. Cause that nigga ain't gonna do that shit no more. That nigga played me the last time we played. That nigga played me from a laptop. I said, man, this whole ass nigga, dog. Let me tell you something, dog.
Bro, how you remember that?
Dog, because it was so disrespectful. I said, dog, if this whole ass nigga beat me from a laptop, dog, I might not ever play the man again, dog.
No, well, disrespectful. That picture he posted where he was on a 15-inch screen TV. I'm like, is that whole pink?
Yes,
Bro, my TV died, man. That's all I
said,
got.
this nigga here is disrespectful.
That is funny as hell. It's pink as hell.
DJ, you still on Madden?
Yeah, come on, what's up? Send it.
I'm gonna try.
Man, don't send that shit while I'm on here.
Nigga wrong, man.
That's some bullshit. Man, my squad was ready.
Man, let me see this shit. Watch this shit work. I promise you, this shit works.
It's gonna work.
That nigga said my squad was ready.
Hell yeah, my squad was ready.
Oh, man.
That's that bullshit. Just another way to keep a black man down.
Nigga, I'm black too. Oh man, that's funny.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Oh, why would I do that?
DJ, whoop that nigga ass. Shit.
The crazy, it must have been some. It's got to be something with the league because I told you I ran an online game with that was fine. I ran a I ran my shade game with my custom playbook, and that was fun. So I don't know.
Now I think something happened within our franchise in that game, and shit, it just won't allow us to play it. It is what it is.
I just got the invite. Please hold.
Hey man, don't do no whole shit like play me on goal line. Like play goal line the whole game.
Hey, what's the strip button you use?
I think it's R1.
Yes, sir. R1. Big R1 be getting it done, man. It's all about the angle, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go and head up with somebody, it ain't gonna work.
I got you.
That's what people don't be realizing. I'm nice with that hoe, too, boy. I got that mug down.
You need to be cheap. Damn, the Chargers just lost. They should have gave that hoe to Eckler, and Melvin Gordon fumbled on the goal line. That's what it was. They should have gave that hoe to Eckler. Cause I got Eckler in my fantasy.
Gordon hoe ain't fake wash. He looking normal in the bitch.
Ooh, Chicago on New Orleans ass.
Are they really?
It's 33-10. No, New Orleans is on Chicago.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you gotta have that flip.
God damn,
damn, did they come back?
Okay,
and I got 36-10. Oh, Devontae Freeman sorry ass got ejected. That's what happened.
Devontae Freeman sorry ass.
Stadium in Indianapolis. Straight ahead, it's a clap.
Alright, yeah. Fuck this shit too.
Man, I wonder what's going on. Here, let me try to send it.
Alright.
Oh, it's happening to you too?
Yeah.
Right now.
So that means it's Ezel. Oh damn, Raw got Sam down.
Shit, man. You could have just boy. Damn, nah, you could have just.
I don't understand what, like, maybe I got a corrupt player or some shit.
Well, you got a corrupt file
like,
or something.
On last Madden, I had a corrupt player. Like he had some points, and anytime I try to spend his points, it would like cause my game to crash.
Oh damn! You probably need to delete any files that you have. That's
nigga, I have.
You know, delete files too.
Nigga, I've deleted every. Nigga, as far as my game goes, Madden 20 is a brand new game.
Damn.
It's too good. Ready? Ready?
I'm ready, buddy.
Ow!
Damn, Jax.
Good one.
Lucky.
Watch this shit, man. I'm not doing that. I'm just going nigga ready. Whatever defense I pick, whatever offense I pick, I don't even know. Domino, I don't know, cause DJ, you sorry. Come here. Domino, you gotta say it louder so you can hear you. Come here. Here, say it louder. Say, DJ, you sorry.
DJ, you're sorry.
That's what I'm talking about. Give me some.
Boy.
Damn,
okay, Coach. So normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so.
Man.
You fail, yeah. Man, I'm finna Google it.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
If the other game gets played and we still can't play, I'm gonna concede. I just can't concede to Raw because Raw side.
What the fuck?
Don't let him do you like that, bro. At least gotta send Raw second pick or something, man.
I'll send you a pick, Raw. I don't have none. I'll send you a feature pic. I don't have none.
I don't have none.
Nigga, that's trash.
I wonder what's up, bro. Like, I ain't never seen that before. To where
Like,
it's just
trash,
like,
bro.
you know what I'm saying? Won't let you play that on.
Like, that's trash. Like, I don't even know what to do. Like, cause I've deleted everything, bro. Like, I don't even know what to do.
You done deleted everything.
Yeah. Let me close this application. Let's try this one time. I'm gonna close this application. Do what, baby? Can I take your what off? Oh, your button. Come here.
Because the pants
Come here, Gabby.
Because the pants so hard.
Yeah.
You got potty?
All right. Applications, Madden 20. I'm deleting all this shit. Oh, not the save data. That's what I want. I want save data. Save data, Madden 20. Delete all. Select all. Delete. I don't even got no files to delete. Niggas, one file out there. Let's see. Let's do this beta. Oh. I'm gonna delete every game off my computer. Man, 19, why you still on there? Anthem,
I know that's not Bailey. I know that ain't Bailey. Yeah.
Alright, let's try this again.
Of course.
Alright, deleting a bunch of shit. Alright, 151 files.
Simba. Hey, mama.
Never.
Bless you.
Alright. The only save data on my game right now is Breakpoint, Just Dance, and Disney Infinity. Because I really was messing around. Why are you asking me this question? I'm finna even delete my capture. Nah, it's not the game. This is save pictures and stuff of it. Yep. What are you doing? What are you standing on? Is that meant to be stand on? Look, you don't. Is that meant to be stepped on? No, then sit down. What?
Oh, I break you.
Alright, let's try this again. Let's see. Let's load the game up. It's gonna make me do this Pro Bowl stuff.
Look.
Man, I just want to play a game, man. Wife not here. I just want to play a game. I don't understand how I can play Shade with a custom playbook and not play this. What, baby?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Do you need to go, people? You don't? You already did? Okay. That nigga wild mad as hell. Where Raw go? Did he jump off?
I don't know. I heard him say something to the kids.
Hey, where Raw? Where Dub at? Dub didn't get on. Stop being mad.
You know, you lose to Brody or something. Okay, I'll be mad too. But you can't be mad if you lose against me, you know?
He in some franchise game losing 0 to 26.
See, and that's what you don't do right there. Is you don't hop right into another one.
Nah.
You gotta let it marinate for a little bit.
I take a break, nigga. I'm gonna take a break from Madden, nigga. Alright, I'm at the Pro Bowl screen. If this don't work, nigga, I'm deleting Madden altogether, man. We'll try again. Tomorrow, man.
What's wrong, mama?
This gonna piss me off, too. Oh, no, that's right now.
I'm scratching my face, man.
Man, you holding the baby on ass nigga, man. This nigga hurt, man. Nigga hold the baby and play the game, man. This nigga disrespectful, man.
Did you send it already or not?
Nah, I'm still trying to get past the Pro Bowl still.
Oh, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
You disrespectful, dog. I'm not even gonna make the custom playbook. I'm just gonna go straight to the game.
How are you making one? Like, that take a long time.
Nah, I don't. Right now, I just canceled out that Pro Bowl stuff. But all I do is go to the Giants and add the 4-6. That's it. That's all I do. So I'm not even gonna do that right now. I'm just gonna go straight in.
You're okay, dog.
I'm not even gonna change nothing. I was about to go to settings, but I'm not even gonna change that. I'm not gonna do nothing. We just gonna try it.
I know. You okay?
What? Dominic? What? Bump in your nose.
I said a bump in my nose.
So DJ said, DJ, you whack.
You whack.
I don't know why it's so. I'm telling you right now. I don't know why it's so funny when little kids talk noise.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
DJ, does your little girl, does she stay with you, or is she? I thought she was in Houston.
No, hell no. She in Fort Worth.
Oh,
But she here full time for a little bit now.
Where does she go to school at? In Dallas or Fort Worth?
Hell no, in Arlington. I'll be having to drive over there. Hell yeah. Woo. Right off 20 and Bowen at the International Leadership of Texas.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, that's a hike.
Man,
yeah.
Shit.